screen.
Okay.
So can you just transfer me the host role again? So I will manage that. Just right click on my name and.
Okay. So I need to search your name, and there you not are. Okay, where are you? SCCM course. Your SCCM course, right?
Yeah. Right click and host.
Change to host. All control of this meeting will be given to SCCM course. Okay.
So you are presenter and I am host right now.
All right. Oh, okay. So let's start. And next time I'm just gonna put some wall behind me with the pictures of the books, so it would look better instead of my closet there. Okay. Anyway, so this SCCM course. Thank you for all deciding to do that. And I had so many opportunities going by for SCCM experts, and I thought, hey, SCCM should be, I should at least start saying, hey, guys, so many jobs have SCCM as one of the main roles. So here we are. Thank you for starting this and making it happen, and thank you for the efforts of Manzar for getting everyone together. So if I want to now connect to my slide, I would be. Are you able to see my screen, Manzar, or do I have to share? Okay.
Not yet.
So I'm just going to share my screen, and guys, it will have to be interactive as well, as because the way I plan it is if we can go ahead with I can go ahead with the installation, and as well as all the theory we can discuss. So during the installation there will be some long pauses. So during that I will discuss the theory as well. I needed to know, well, there were many problems with the lab, so I'll just start with the same configuration. I already have the domain controller and the server one ready, but you can ask questions in the chat area, and Manzar will also be seeing those, because I'll be doing a lot of blah 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 blah. No, very 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 useful things I'm telling you. Okay, so hey, that sucks. I mean, I can't hear anyone laugh. Anyway, so I'm gonna switch to my monitor 2, which is showing the the virtual machine. Yeah. You talk. Okay. Everyone is able to listen to me, and Manzar, would you be? I mean, they would tell you, right? So everyone is able to listen to me, right? Anyone yes would be okay.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. So, hey, how are you? Gracias, amigos. Okay, anyway, so everyone is seeing my screen too, which is.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, one yep is okay. So, but if there would be more yups, it's also okay. But one yup is okay. All right. So let's go ahead with some of the basics of SCCM, the introduction kind of thing. While first of all, I'll show you, and this is how your virtual machines should be ready as well. SCCM installation is a pain in the neck, and that's just a start of the pain. The installation is not the only thing that's painful. So there are many requirements. I already put down all the requirements on the board, and many of you tried those. It's good that now what installation I'm going to do, we're going to be recording this. So there are many smaller steps that's going to make you really confused that, oh, what do I do after this? What do I do after that? So one guy there on the forum, he just put all the major effort. We're gonna that is still not going to be complete if you get confused at certain places. So first of all, if I can go to my visual, so everyone is seeing the second screen, so I'm just gonna drop that visual diagram, and oh, okay, actually since the whole screen is viewable, so I'm just gonna drag this, which is the same diagram but bigger. So everyone is able to see this, right? The PowerPoint slide.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So yeah, I need to really make sure, otherwise I keep on going fast and some people miss it.
Hello.
Okay, so
Actually, I was typing. I need to ask you one question.
Yeah.
How are you, first of all? Nice to see you.
Oh, fine, man. How are you?
Thank you. What's the difference between SSM and SCOM?
Huh? Okay. So good. The main difference between SCCM and SCOM would be. Let me just get that screen in front of us. Okay, you can see this. Okay, good, good. I think I'm just getting the hang of it better now. So SCCM is, let me just get the fonts bigger as well. It's System Center Configuration Manager, and what we do is deploy OS apps and Windows updates, and what else? Registry changes, configuration changes, and what else?
Migrations,
Installation of programs, migrations of working desktops of users. So that's I mean, if I say that it's more difficult than Exchange, that would be like, wow, huh? And you'll be like, what? Exchange is so difficult. But anyway, but that's why it's very crucial. You control the whole environment. The whole environment is in your hand, and one wrong move can destroy it as well. What is then the SCOM? Okay, so SCOM is Systems Center Operations Manager, and it is all about proactive monitoring, which means what? It has management packs, which are for different applications. So Exchange Management Pack, or SQL MP Management Pack, and so on for other applications. So Management Pack is basically all about, it has all the critical alerts already pre-programmed into it. So all the alerts that Microsoft thinks that okay, this database is down for Exchange. Yeah, that's a critical alert. Or you know, the Exchange server is not connecting. That's critical alert. Network issues, anything else, mail flow issues. So that would be you know, the monitoring. So SCOM is all about monitoring. SCCM is all about making changes. So you know, in 2 words, monitoring, making changes. That's how we can tell the difference. And there's a big family of system center software. So when I say this, then it's a big discussion. But for now, we just need to know system center family of software, because in my slide that's coming, I'm just gonna go through quickly with all those as well, which Microsoft expects us to learn or know. System Center family of software. So these are just the 2 of them: System Center Configuration Manager and Operations Manager. Okay, guys. So I'll just get the lab as well as the slide up, so we can simultaneously switch between them. I'm going to try to be slower today, because everyone needs to know what's going on. So if this is the case, so everyone has this configuration, right? Server 1 is our domain controller. Server 2 is a member server, and I just wanted to know, has anyone successfully installed SCCM or not? So how would I know that?
No, I had a really big problem with the
I did.
installation.
Okay, who's I did? Can you identify yourself by your name, sir?
Mohammed, I guess.
Mohammed Hamdan, hey, you did, man. What's wrong with you? I mean, like, wow, really?
No,
Gregory.
sorry, Mohammed not started yet even.
Okay. So who said Mohammed Hamdan to Gregory? So anyway, Gregory.
Okay, I did.
So Gregory.
Gregory.
Yeah. So you installed the whole SCCM?
Yeah.
You had that only one problem that you asked me, and no other problem?
Well, I had some small problem, but I did something and it's okay.
That's
well
well done.
it was not in the order of the screenshots. So
Okay.
there's some window didn't come. So when I installed SQL Server, the instance was, I have 2 instances now.
Okay. Oh. So you already had 2 instances. Still, you know, it's so only one person was able to install. All others. Anyone who did not start yet?
In step 54.
In step 56. Okay, step 54. Who else? So, oh, okay, got it. Okay, so I'll start now. And okay, there was on the chat about that. I'm looking at my second screen now. So the question was there. So sorry, I didn't see that. We're still getting used to it, right? So anyway, let's start. So Gregory, this is a big congratulations to you, and you did not run into problems, or they were not that, you know, extensive to or as big as that it would stop you. So wow, cool. You know, the exam code is 253 and
243.
Yeah, something 2 and something 3. Yeah. So 243 70-243, and it has very less questions now. It used to be 80 questions only, and now, I mean, maybe 100. So buddy, go for it. Anyway, so we're going to be installing and configuring all that. Okay, let me just start with some intro, and then we go ahead with the installation and configuration as well, just to have some fresh mind on that. So I'm just going to drag the other slide which explains everything. There is that. Okay, and yeah, you can put all the questions there and let me know. So hey guys, you are seeing the chat as well on the screen?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, that chat. So can I drag that to the screen? Oh yeah, cool. Now I would know separately, and you don't have to, you know, see your own chat. Maybe you're cursing me, or hey, give me a break. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so this is the slide, and introduction to System Center 12. Though our version is R2, but this is 2012 and R2. You know, some of the differences are there, but not a huge amount, just like in 2012 and R2. So overview of configuration manager. So let's go ahead with that. Troubleshooting. Overview of that, introduction again. Let's go with this one. So as I was saying about the overview of the System Center family of products, there is this System Center app controller, which is a bit new. Okay, what's that? So self-service access of private cloud and public cloud applications. So SCCM is seriously going cloud. And we will know during the course when we're going to try something new from SCCM. There's Intune, another service called Microsoft Intune, which is actually the cloud version. and of SCCM, and it does a lot more than that. But there's specific only cloud version that you can access over the web only. You don't even have to install that. So that's how they are serious about the cloud. Anyway, and today was cloudy too, right? Anyway, so System Center 2012 Configuration Manager, then this products, and it is change and configuration management. See, I told you the word change. So that's it, change the configuration. Then there is System Center Data Protection Manager. So I keep on giving interviews, and one of them were asking, hey, although it's not a very seriously popular backup and restore application, but this is still in demand in the market because of the low cost, right? So people are going for some, solutions which are in low cost than others. So Data Protection Manager is also there. System Center Endpoint Malware Protection for Client Systems. So we will be installing this as well, System Center 2012 Endpoint Protection, which is just not, it's not an antivirus actually, but still from lots of, software that are doing espionage or just trying to send data in the background of your usage and everything. So it protects from that. Then there is System Center Operations Manager, monitor applications, services, and devices. So this is big. SCOM and SCCM go sometimes together. Like you should be knowing SCOM and SCCM. They always put, interviewers always put that. But SCCM still is in huge demand. Expertise of that. System Center 2012 Orchestrator Automation of IT Processes. So integration with other management solutions. If there are any other Microsoft or non-Microsoft solutions, it basically gives you a bigger picture and tries to manage the processes automatically for both or three software, three major applications who want to collaborate with each other. But anyway, System Center Service Manager. So there are so many System Center products here. Integrated Service Desk. Automation of IT process, again, another automation feature. System Center Virtual Machine Manager. This, guys, is also becoming a very big deal now. Manage virtualized infrastructures, build private clouds. So if I say that out of this long list, you should be knowing which products very, very good. So I would go for definitely System Center Configuration Manager, the topper. And then the Operations Manager you should be knowing, and seriously this one, System Center Virtual Machine Manager. Everything is going virtual and cloud. So two major things are happening in the market and very fast. So VMM would be taking care of all your Hyper-V virtual environments. So very, very seriously we should be learning that too. Anyway, let's go ahead. And in the next slide, this is overall view of what Configuration Manager can really do. So asset management, deployment, compliance management, and security. So lots and lots of stuff. So even in our environment, we have like 3 SCCM experts only for SCCM only, and that is just one domain of one area or one city has this. All other branches have also, some bigger branches have their own SCCM guys. Anyway, asset management, hardware and software inventory we can do. So inventory as well, it's going to start discovering right away. Asset intelligence, not right away, we have to still do some manual stuff. But it starts discovering all the products. And the good thing about 2012 is that it also discovers Linux and other machines or any IP-based devices as well. So it's not only name-based. So software metering and the use of software over the WAN and remote management, especially this is very cool. You can allow a user, so you're connecting to a user, and if the user has no idea somebody connected, wow, that's cool, right? Okay, so it can do that too, because once we deploy our SCCM client, we can configure the SCCM client to know that, according to our needs, that the user permission should be taken or not. So it's very powerful in that as well, that you could just go around looking at your species. Okay, anyway, so deployment, application management, software update management. So application management means installation, uninstallation, and upgrade. Three things. And this is the real pain when it comes for SCCM admins, that okay, there are 10,000 computers and you have MS Office 2007 and you want to upgrade it to 2013. You have to uninstall the previous version, or you have to overwrite or like upgrade the previous version to the next 2013 version. So you do rigorous testing of that software, and then you deploy it on 10,000 machines, and anything must not be going wrong with 10,000 machines, right? Format, background, or run. Oh yeah, sure. Hey, it was in the chat as well. Anyway, so there you go. Oh, there you not. Oh yeah, it is still giving me 2 views. Guys, little.
Just close the format shape like on your right side. Click on the cross.
You're right.
You have to go to the slideshow. First of all, go to the slideshow.
No, it's opening in another window, second screen. So I'm just. Oh yeah.
There is a cross. There is a cross on the right side.
I thought you were saying the left side. All right. Now we're okay. Okay. Is it better?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay. So application management, installation, upgrade, and installation, uninstallation, or upgrade. So this is complicated. Software update services. Can you tell me which software was there which does the update services? Well, you know, the
WSUS.
WSUS does that, and we installed that. Majority of us installed that in our class. WSUS. SCCM will let us install WSUS, but SCCM will let us use it from SCCM's own dashboard. So that's going to be very interesting, and it will have lots of more features, right? Operating system deployment, of course, we did it with we did that operating system deployment with WSUS as well, right? So it was WDS, yeah, you're right. So WDS, we did that too. It was already a bit, you know, complicated. Let's try this one now. But this time, of course, well, like every time, we'll be creating videos, and I'll be helping you a lot with this. Content management, also that we can go ahead and you know, remove or change all the settings of any of the computers. Compliance management, so compliance settings, power management, client health, company standards are there. Hey, firewall should be off, any other settings should be on, the user should not be going to the run if you go to run. So compliance settings are there. And we can really implement that, although we can implement that from group policy as well, but SCCM has much stronger way of doing that and making sure they are there and checking stuff from time to time. Power management, especially if you the companies always release laptops, always release the laptops. So you know, the power management, people just leave it on and on, they keep doing like that. So the battery gets dried up and hardware costs are more. So that's why you can have power management policies for
energy
all the
cost is also there.
Energy cost, exactly, is also there for all the desktop screens, that they should not be turned on permanently if left idle. Client health is our NAP server, network access protection. So if firewall is on and off, if Windows updates are full, or if all the Windows updates are full and antivirus is there or not, right? One of the main things are these, that client health is checked against these 3 things. So reporting of everything, definitely your boss would say, hey, you're maintaining this huge environment, can you tell me this portion, how many Windows XPs we have who have firewall on or off, or you know, any aspect of your environment, so you can put very decent reporting there. And monitoring, of course, that you continue monitoring that through with the help of SCOM or its own certain tools, right? But with the help of SCOM mainly, it monitors very good. Role-based, then security, role-based administration. We can delegate the roles to junior SCCM admins. Although, those who have less exposure and you would want to give very limited rights first, and when you have final confidence on the junior admins, SCCM admins, then you can go for giving them more roles. And then there is NAP, network access protection again. Definitely that's that checks the client health or system health for firewall, Windows updates, and antivirus, right? And then the final endpoint protection, which we just discussed, that it protects us from malware. So we're gonna just go to that second, benefits of implementing System Center Configuration Manager in organization. So before we go to the benefits, we already have some little insight into that, but the actual hierarchical structure of SCCM, how it works, we need to still work on that. But I'm just gonna go back and check with the lab situation. So I'm just gonna quickly put some steps there, and then we're gonna go back to the slides again. So we know the benefits now. About the environment, I have named it. I should have named it actually server 1 as my DC, and server 2 as my server 2. But server 1 my server 1 is actually server 2. Sorry for that. I'll change it before the next class. And we need to install all this. If this comes to the recording, that's even better, because you won't find a lot of, or very different recordings are there. Some miss some steps, some miss some other steps. So it's all confusing. We have to go one by one. Guys, for prerequisites, we had to go for, so first of all, the map. Again, the major steps are still there, get to page. Is it better now? Zoom, make it again. Okay. Anyway, so there are many prerequisites that I want to complete and record it. I hope it should be recorded, right? Guys, you don't want me to start my cam as well, right? But it's a birthday and we did
just for the safe side, do it today. Because I have no idea about this. We have 1 GB space for recording, and I think it's enough for one class. But for the safe side, just start your recording.
Yeah. So okay. Okay. So I will just start recording my stuff. I had it on the. Okay, and. Why? Okay, I need to share my other screen for that, because it's recording my first screen. Guys, just a sec. Lock to application, select area to record. Okay. Okay, kids back locking. Guys, big. So it's not selecting my second screen. For some reason it's not, so I'm just gonna drag the whole thing. I'll just show my first screen as my main screen, and I'm just playing with this. Share my screen. Okay, monitor 1. So I'm going to my monitor 1, and this screen is recording.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Starting in. You can see this recording as well, right? 2, 1. Okay, 0. So we have a takeoff. I'm just going to drag all the things here and quickly then go with the slide again. Chat can go to the second screen. Prerequisites. I have a script. If you just Google, also there are scripts that will make our life very easy. I still wanted to you guys to go through the step-by-step process, so we would at least know that what is the script really doing. So the first step on, in my case, server 1 is going to have the SCCM, so I'm just going to drag the diagram here. Everyone can see the diagram?
Yes, we can see that.
Okay, yeah, I would have to ask that, right, time to time. This is what I wanted to make the changes on, because you're gonna be, you might get confused with the names. Okay, this is smaller, but I'm just gonna change the name from server 1 to DC1 in my case, just so you, since the recording has started, and even if I change the names next class, this recording goes with these names. So my DC first server, in your case, is server 1. In my case, it's DC01. And your second server is server 2, and mine is server 1. So we just need to be sure. That's all. Okay. So I'm going to just start putting how to install. We had this link, Mizzy Tech Info. This guy has worked a lot hard. But now later, for more complicated labs, I have there are many other forums that have so many screenshots and everything, but we're going to go together because every lab is complicated, a little more complicated, but we're going to make it easy actually. This is what I put on the forum for all the software. So guys, I did put all these software. We need Windows 2012, of course. You have 2 operating system for that. I hope you have all accessed your DreamSpark and got Windows 8.1 and Windows 7 downloaded and installed. Is it correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay. So SCCM 2012 R2. Did everyone download from this Microsoft link?
Yes.
Downloaded from the DreamSpark.
From the DreamSpark. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you showed me that. I think everyone has access to DreamSpark still now, right? How about it not? Okay.
Yeah, it's active for the next 6 months since we finished. So it's still we have 4 months.
Wow, 4 months, guys! Just download every freaking thing from there and get all the keys from there. Did I say that? Oh, it's recording.
Have active as well, don't you?
Okay, so yeah, I also have access. I already had those software, so yeah, I didn't go there, but I should also do that. 4 months are left. Anyway, so
I have downloaded it from the Dropbox, I think.
The SCCM?
Yeah, it wasn't there.
And that is also okay.
Okay.
Shahzad, there is something on your background.
It's okay. Sorry.
Okay, so there is SQL Server. Download from website is also okay. From DreamSpark also okay. And SQL Server update. This is what I said. I should have said here. Service Pack 2. That's it. That's all it needs. Or if your machine is
that's why I'm not in problem.
Sorry. Somebody said something.
Rolando, can you repeat your question?
No, because I encountered a problem with that service pack because I download one. That's why I cannot install the SCCM.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was that error coming to some of you, and Gregory actually showed that screenshot. I hope because it was in the group, I hope everyone must have seen that screenshot of error where SQL Server update is required. So if you install SQL Server Service Pack 2, not the Windows or any other, SQL Server Service Pack 2, and I have renamed all my software again, and rearranged them in Dropbox. So now when we go together, it will be easy. I'm just putting that Dropbox screen in front of you now, just to show you what is what there. So now when we start doing that again, we don't get confused okay. So there you go, Dropbox. Okay, so there is the SCCM WebEx class software. And these are, I have renamed everything. So this is, according to the name, of course, this is a SQL server itself, full. This is SCCM 2012 R2, full application server. This is the prerequisite folder, which I would recommend you guys download this. I already just sent the link to the group while you already have the SCCM WebEx link, right? So this is, we're going to need that SCCM 2012 R2 prerequisite during the SCCM installation. And then this is service pack 2. SCCM will stop working and say that you don't, SQL server is not updated or latest or something. But that error is there in the group. So this service pack 2, you guys must have that, right? Then Windows ADK. So after SQL is installed, it asks to install this ADK, which is actually going to make the automated automated deployment kit. This is an ADK. So the cool thing about this ADK is that I downloaded the whole 3 GB. Otherwise, it lets you download only 4 KB, 5 or 23 KB file, not KB, MB file, and then it asks you to connect to internet, and then it takes very long time to download this. So this is the whole thing inside this folder. It will not connect to internet. You just next finish and it will install. So it's a 3 GB file. So you should download that. If you don't have WinRAR, this is WinRAR file as well, because everything has been RAR'd. Okay. So everyone seen this WebEx? So I'm gonna make use of all these software one by one. To install the SCCM. While wherever it takes a little longer time, I'm just going to start the discussion as well. This installation might go for next class as well. If we don't have a successful SCCM, guys, the next all labs coming, good luck, because they're going to be tough. So make sure when you install SCCM, you must have 2 sets of machine. Okay, I would recommend that, and I'm recommending from now on, I mean, to every other classes as well. Have 2 sets of machine, install SCCM at least from the scratch 2 times, because SCCM is not, it's going to give you pain if you don't install it at least twice from the scratch. So, just take a snapshot of your domain controller when you create a domain, and one member server, take a snapshot at that time. Install everything, then go back to that snapshot where nothing was there except for the domain controller and DNS and member server, and install again. You will have good progress in that. Otherwise, later in complicated labs, you will have big problems if there is something wrong with your installation from the start. So don't take this easy. Install 2 or 3 times. Okay, I installed maybe 30, 40 times. See. Nothing, no problem. Anyway, so let's go ahead with the installation as well as the discussion for the hierarchical structure of SCCM. I'm just gonna put those major steps again here. So it's since it's recording as well. So on server 1, I'm going to be putting these configuration prerequisites. This is the area where IAS configurations have to be done. On domain controller, the schema update. So first of all, the SCCM server needs to be given full control permission to use a container called system management. It's just an SCCM requirement that if you didn't do that, SCCM will not go ahead. So it says that create a container in ADSI edit. You saw that in that step-by-step as well. If I put that step-by-step in front of you, guys, I would recommend that you have that step-by-step in front of you. If you're trying your labs, I'm just gonna go a bit quicker on this lab because there will be a video and you can follow the video later. But I'm not gonna be like waiting. Hey, did you do that? Okay, we're waiting for next half an hour. When you're there, we'll continue. No, it's not gonna happen like that. So anyway, please see all the points in the video, repeat those, and work harder. So Mizi Tech is the guy whose videos are there. I'm just gonna go. And yeah, guys, all the SCCM resources and very good resources. Some of them are very good. Are here on my forum in itprofcourses.boards.net. If you haven't become a member, please become a member. Why? Because you need these resources. So there is that SCCM links. This is our class link. If I go there to the SCCM links, there SCCM virtual labs. This is very good feature by Microsoft. You can practice on Microsoft machines free anytime, and anytime the labs are available, virtual labs by Microsoft. You can take the notes down, just Google the virtual labs, and all the labs are there, and go step by step with these labs as well. But we're going to start from scratch, right? These are ready-made labs. SCCM is already there. So we don't need, we will never know what errors come there and what kind of bumps and hurdles come. But virtual labs is a very good way to know how to deploy some of the things. Second thing is the step-by-step links, which are very good. Third, and there is that interview questions. At the end of course, you should be going through all the interview questions here. Very good. Second Microsoft resources, all the MVA or Microsoft Virtual Academy videos. You need to take out time to go through these videos. I have all the links there, very crucial and critical links to learn all these SCCM resources. So I'm just going to go for step-by-step links. And there are some of the people who are famous across the planet Earth for SCCM. One of them is Gary Hampson, and his blog also details all the SCCM aspects a bit. I mean, like you as a beginner you could get confused, but anyway, this is a very good resource. And then there is this Windows Lube is very good resource, and Prajwal is the final resource, which is also very good. I have all these links here. Go look there, and good luck. Also, where I'm going right now was where we So I'm just going to recommend that go for all those links. Wherever you're stuck, all those forums are in very much detailed, and you will see huge amount of traffic there on those forums because SCCM is so critically required in many organizations. Okay, this is the link I gave you, and you followed exactly this, of course. So the only thing is that until step 11, guys, if you have it all open, it will be good for you. So I'm just saying that we don't have to follow all the steps if we have the script. Script will do it for us. So until step 15, although first time I recommend go through all these steps. Go through all these steps. Don't go for script the first time. I'm going to do it for the video because the steps are already there. So I'm just gonna show you how to do the script thing. So we will go directly to the 16th step. Right, so if these IAS features are not enabled, SCCM will not work. And on which system are we doing that? It's the server 1. So I'm just gonna go for the lab picture. So it will be server 2. I'm just saying according to your the names you have, and where I'm supposed to have that too. So server 2 will be our SCCM server and SQL server. I'm gonna start installation of that. But I'm making sure also server 1 is now DC DNS only, and server 2 is member server only. I'm taking a snapshot now because I may return back at any time to start from scratch. Just maybe SCCM gets misconfigured and I need to come back. So at crucial steps, I'm going to start taking snapshots, right? So okay, I'm just going to drag this screen as well here just to show all that. And all the DC01, server 02, server 02, okay. Anyway, so I'm just going to take a snapshot and go ahead, take snapshot, and the snapshot is DC DNS only right now, and activate it. That's the main thing I need to know. Is it activated and it has a domain or not? Okay, second thing, so first snapshot is done. Yeah. Second snapshot is this. member server only. So after some time, it's going to be populated with all kind of software. So if I need it back from member server, then I will just of course activate it. I really need to know if it's activated. So snapshot taken, right? So these are some of the practices that are very handy later. So where will I start that prerequisites? I'm going to run the script on my server 2. Of course, that's where we need to install SCCM, right? So server 2 should be having that script. Domain myadmin.local, and I need to have the firewall off, so I'm just going to quickly do that and press OK. One more thing, I just realized that I did not upload that script there because I didn't want you guys to be confused about why did you put it here. I wanted you to go with the step-by-step so you would know at least what's going on.
I have a question, if you don't.
Yeah.
Is it in the production environment always disabled the firewall?
No. In our environment, we have a huge environment, and yes, firewall is disabled for every server. But I have many friends in other companies, like in I think BMO or other banks. They have firewall on, but whenever there's troubleshooting, they turn it off. But there is they take 6 or 7 extra steps to start the troubleshooting, while we have some good security software internally and externally. So the company policy for us is no, turn off the firewall. So it's company wise. If you have firewall on, what would you do? We would be adding exceptions. So port 21 should be open. Okay, add that port inside the firewall. So there's a script that would add those exceptions to the server. So it's lots of extra steps only if you have very good security software on the perimeter and on every machine. So we have McAfee endpoint protection, which is also very good. It also encrypts all the drives, and it has some pretty good protection options for all the PCs and servers. Okay, so it's a company policy based, right? Okay, you're welcome. So SCCM prerequisites, I'm just going to go for that script here, which is install SCCM prereqs. I'm just going to upload it to the, so you could also have that, or I'll do that quickly. Here it is, and choose files, and this will be one extra thing, but you don't have to really start now. Okay, it's uploaded, done. So this is install SCCM prereqs.zip. I'm just going to copy that. It's on Dropbox already. I'm just going to copy the script to my server 2, and I'll get rid of all the 16 steps that we need to do to make our life a little more easier, although it's going to be much more challenging when we start the rest of the labs. So this is the software folder I'm creating here by the name of software, where I'm just going to start putting software for SCCM. So I'm just pasting this. Okay, it did not. I'm just going to drop that again here. And yeah, it sucks. So anyway, did I install tools? Yeah, it's there. Let me just get it from the other way, which is
sharing.
Oh, it is already shared. Okay, cool. So, transfer files. Okay. So I have the transfer file option where I'm just gonna put that there, and I have created a folder called transfer on desktop, where I have a couple of million other folders. See how I'm very organized. Hey, stop seeing my other folders. That's not fair. Oh, okay. Anyone sees transfer file? Oh, there it is. So, okay, there it is. Prerequisites. I'm just going to go to the machine. I'm going this quickly because you're getting a video. Okay, my younger kid is really making. Okay, so the script is there now. Transfer files. Kids. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it inside my C drive and paste. And okay, software and install SCCM script. So I'm just gonna go to the PowerShell and right-click PowerShell again, run as administrator. Oh, thank God, I'm recording that. I was gonna say, hey, are we recording this? Okay, so I'm just gonna go to that path, cd dir to check the contents, cd, and then software is the folder which I created, and then dir to check the content. Oh, there's that zip file. I do not want it zipped, so I'm just gonna unzip it here. Right-click, extract all. Okay, it's going to extract it to the same place. It has created a folder called install SCCM prereqs. Okay, so you guys, if there is a question, you can just stop me and ask me that question. But I'm going quickly just to install first the prerequisites and skipping all the first 16 steps. Right? So everyone is on the same page. Yes. Okay. Thank you for the reply. Is everyone? I'm just kidding. INS.
All right.
Oh yeah. All right. Say it, man, with action. Come on. All right. So, I forgot to say that actually. Yeah. Okay. So now we have the PS1. I'm inside the folder. After extracting that folder, we're in the PS1. What we need to do is INST. Just put the first 4 words and press tab to autocomplete that. And execution time is 0. Yay! It did not run. It's not yay. I need to allow myself to run scripts. So there's a command called set-execution. Everyone knows that, right? Execution policy unrestricted. Okay. Yeah, I should have remembered that. Press yes to that. Everyone knows that, right? And dir again. I'm still in the script folder, so I'm just gonna up arrow, up arrow, up arrow.
Everyone.
Oh yeah. Everyone. W2. Okay. Install SCCM prereqs. Yeah, again, 0 seconds. Okay. So what's going on? Install prereqs, SCCM, execution time. Okay. Yeah. No, firewall has nothing to do with that. Let me just double click that, and from the folder, see, unexpected. Run with PowerShell. Okay, there's another way to do that, but run with right-click, run with PowerShell, and somehow it's not doing that. So if I double-click that and go for, okay, then the tool 2, second. Okay, it worked fine in the. I should have taken a video then and there, but it's good that it's not working now, and we know. Oh, okay, you uploaded that, and see, okay. I need to then check what's going on. Oh well, I'll just check it after if I play it in ISE. Okay, there's second script here. Thank God I had lots of other scripts as well. Yeah, if we keep on, yeah, transfer file. Technologies, SCCM stuff, and prereqs. There's a 130. There's G2 one. Okay. Let me just get the second script. I hope this one gets. Oh, the second script actually. Okay, Sid. This has the same name. And okay, this means I need to follow all the steps. No, this is the GUI. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Oh, it just copied the previous one. Sorry. So let me just go to the transfer files here and copy this one. I'm just gonna upload that one as well. This is the other script from another Microsoft guy, and this is a graphical interface to run the same thing. So you get to see both, and then later I'm gonna make it work, this one as well, and then make it ready for you. So guys, maybe you don't need to try this one. I'm just gonna try the second one now, which is, I'm just gonna copy transfer files. This is going to open a graphical interface. Copy that, and it has some more sophistication to this. So C drive, software. I hope everyone is with me, like understanding everything. Okay, see guys, that's a wow graphical interface thing, and no reboot pending right now. It's just giving me all the configuration status. Platform supported, platform detected, PowerShell supported version detected, administrative rights, sufficient rights detected. So everything for now is good. There is central administration site thing, then there is primary site, then there is secondary site system roles and other, and this is what we're going to discuss second. I just want to put the prerequisites. I have internet connection as well, if I want to confirm that, because I need internet connection for this, because it's going to download some of the recommended updates from there. And if I don't have internet connection, this script will also fail, right? So
how are you going to manage your DHCP if you are using internet here?
DHCP is on the first one, and I did not install yet DHCP. And it's on static IP. DHCP is for also for the clients only, not for the server. And guys, yeah, if don't get that, give a static IP to the second server, right? Anyway, oh, okay.
Internet network.
Hey, 169. Okay, this is because of this. See, making anything happen is like pain. Oh, it's okay here. Disable, enable. Okay, now it's getting it. Okay. And oh man, don't do it now to me. For God's sake.
You have 2 Ethernet cards.
Sorry?
You have 2 Ethernet cards?
Yeah. Ethernet 1 should be on, yeah, network adapter 2.
Yeah, because they just changed the second one you just added to the NAT. Keep the first one well, and this one change to NAT.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, NAT also works.
Yeah.
Come on, NAT, work. Ethernet 0, Ethernet 1. Let me just disable it. I just need internet right now. Oh, okay. So go.
You know why it behaves like that? Because your hard disk is almost 90% full. Everything is down there. I mean, everything is slow. I didn't mean down, sorry.
Hey, why did you say down then? Oh, okay. What? 98% my hard disk is full like this?
No, not 98. You see your hard disk are both red.
Yeah. Well, they are this. So, oh, sorry. 23 GB, 32 GB free. Oh, I'm enough, man. Okay, identifying or not? What? Do I have internet? I have internet.
Yes,
Okay.
Dropbox is working, otherwise it's not working.
Did it just reload?
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I have internet. Okay, let's just go ahead. So this is something that's never happened, but it's one of those days. No internet access.
No, come on, it's happened many times to you in the class. Come on, but you said the same.
So
Again, go to the network settings, like change it from there. No, from the VMware network settings. Yeah.
now, so this is a desperate attempt. Hey, any one card, just go to bridge and give me the internet.
Do it net or what?
You know what? I just need internet from anyone, so I'm just gonna go desperate now, and even I'm gonna remove the IPs now. Okay, one more thing I need to do is diagnose, so at least it should let me know what's going on.
Go to the workstation setting instead of your VM setting. Go to the workstation in the top of that. Edit. Yeah. Settings. Edit. Editing is there in edit. So again, it's VM settings, not your.
In view.
Doesn't have a valid IP configuration. Hey, I don't have a DSTP connection, so
Go to the edit.
one more thing. IP config / release. Internet point address has not yet been associated. Okay, and renew whatever. Come on, cat. And
there are settings under edit tab as well. If you go to the edit and
View network.
virtual network editor. Here you can see that click on change settings.
I mean, like everything is okay.
And apply. Go there again and apply. Okay.
Apply what?
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing to change here, right? What do you want me to change?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it's trying to get the settings. Oh, let me just see if I have internet here.
No internet.
Cool. Okay, one more thing. Third network card adapter, adding maybe the second network card just did not, it just started working against me. So, hey, he's doing an online class. Let me show him. Okay, anyway, so yeah, reality. I really need to make it work. Oh, it's recording, sorry. I really need to make it work, yeah. Oh man, it's recording and I can't quit doing this. An error while reading the person was cancelled by the user. Yeah. Did it?
Just restart your laptop.
Yeah. This? Okay. Let me give my third network card another chance. And if it makes it happen, it's going to be, going to be something. Okay, so I will just, yeah, you're right, restart this VM and then try one network card at a time and IP config and run all the planet Earth commands on that So
it's not gonna work.
And then DNS information, wrong DNS information sometimes do that, but it's the DHCP. Why isn't Rogers giving me the IP? Okay, anyway, let me just restart that machine, and Microsoft works with a restart many of the time. It has this good/bad reputation. While it restarts, I'm just gonna, oh, that's why the first script also didn't work. Okay, so while it restarts, which is going to be fast, I'm gonna go back to the slides. I had some backup slides as well. Okay. Here, so if I go to the hierarchical structure of a configuration manager in an organization, empower user productivity, unify management. Yeah, these are the major benefits that user productivity is more, unify management, security infrastructure, simplify IT administration by provides us unified infrastructure that gives a single pane of glass to manage physical, virtual, and mobile environments. So you can actually deploy software to mobile devices as well, which are connected to your network, and that's the new thing we are doing nowadays to deploy the BES client through SCCM to the other devices as well. You know, there's a new BES client started, the software version of BlackBerry, and as well as other company software we can deploy to mobile clients as well. Let's go ahead with. This is the structure we're talking about. There is a CAS role in Exchange, of course, that connects clients. There's a CAS role in SCCM as well, but this is Central Administration Site here. It has a SQL database. So CAS actually works if we have multiple primary sites, and in our environment we have one standalone primary site here. So we're going to go in detail of what is primary site, what is CAS, Central Administration Site, but this is how it normally works. That in a huge environment there is one primary site that can support 100,000 clients. 100,000 clients, that means all the machines as a mobile clients, users, anything, 100,000. So primary site is already supporting huge amount of clients. But then if you have really big company like 100,000 clients or more or even bigger, then you need multiple primary sites. If in case your organization is like very big and you have multiple primary sites, then only you need CAS. Otherwise we do not need a central server that handles very large environments having multiple primary sites. So primary site supporting 100,000 clients. Then there are secondary sites. So each primary site, you can see that there's SQL database installed, and we're going to install that database as well. There is secondary site as well. So each site is identified by a unique 3-character code here. Yeah, we're going to name our site as TOR or Toronto. Central Administration Site can be used for reporting and management only. So CAS is only managing primary sites mainly, but clients do not connect to this site, right? But let's go to the primary site and then we will know what that does. Primary sites can only be parents of secondary sites. So primary sites can only be a parent of secondary sites. So hierarchical structure is that if you have huge environment, then CAS is there, and then primary site. Otherwise, in our case, it's just one primary site, and hopefully we're going to have to create an environment a little bigger to get a secondary site as well, like 2 more servers. One more server is also enough later. And secondary sites can now have their own database. If you have if any site has a database of its own, it can support up from 50,000 clients to 100,000 clients if you have a SQL server with your site, right? So let's just go ahead and check some of the details. So central management site is required to use multi-site hierarchy. It's just for if you have so many primary sites. We know some of it already. Does not process. Main thing we need to know is does not process client data and does not support client assignment.
Amir, do you hear me?
Yeah.
I have a question. So does it work without SQL Server by itself? let's say we have only like couple of thousand, like 1,000 users.
Yep.
Does it support them?
Yeah, of course. The primary site supports that. Central administration site or CAS is used to just handle multiple primary sites.
But it's
So,
not
yes,
going to support without SQL Server.
yeah. So it without SQL Server, no. You must have with one configuration manager, you must have one SQL Server.
Yeah, my question is without SQL Server. So
No,
it
no,
doesn't
no.
have like built-in small database.
Yeah, so if it's a smaller, you can say, so Microsoft says that if you have more than 500 clients, you need secondary site. If you have more than like 1,000 or 1,500 clients, you need a SQL server of your own, like separate SQL server, but there is a smaller SQL server called SQL Express.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Yeah, so if there are smaller number of users, it needs a SQL, but it's gonna be then the smaller version of SQL Server. We are installing the main SQL Server, right? The full SQL Server. Oh, okay. So CAS handles primary sites mainly. But what is primary site? To use configuration manager, you must have at least one primary site, of course. Just like we need to for a domain, we need one domain controller or one domain. So primary site is like a domain controller, right? So can be in a child relationship to a central administration site, which can only be set during installation. During installation, you can, even now we can install central administration site, but we don't need that. One primary site can support all the functionality, major functionalities already. So cannot be a child to another primary site. Of course, primary sites have secondary sites as a child. So two primaries cannot be a parent-child relationship, right? Manage clients in well-connected networks. Well-connected networks are LANs. So local area networks, right? So it requires a SQL database. Yep. Oh, I thought somebody.
Regarding Microsoft well-connected network is a site.
Yeah.
Which is LAN.
Which is LAN. So require a SQL database. It will require a SQL database. Without it, that cannot work. Replicate their data to a central administration site if part of a hierarchy. So if you have that same structure again, then the SQL database here will be replicating here if CAS is installed and is communicating with all three primary sites or all two primary sites or whatever number of primary sites you have. They're gonna synchronize each other through CAS, right? Replicate their data to central. Supports client assignment. So primary sites, with primary sites, all the clients get connected and consists of one or more systems hosting various site system roles. The second terminology here is site system roles. First is primary site. That's gonna all the clients will be connecting to this. So all the clients who need the software deployment, who need application deployment or OS deployment, OS migration, whatever, they will be connecting to the primary site. Site system roles are just like we have in Windows 2012, so many roles, DHCP role, DNS role, and all the other roles we have there, IAS role. Site system roles is also in SCCM many types of features that you want to deploy. Some of the site system roles are deployed, which are basics, are deployed right away. Just like if we install ADDS role, Active Directory, DNS gets deployed as well, and global catalog also gets deployed, right? Because they are basically needed. So some of the we're going to go with that site system roles. So some of them gets installed. Anyway, primary site requires SQL Server, and it's all clients connect to that. And there could be multiple primary sites. In that case, you need central administration site. Till now, we know that in SCCM hierarchy. Then there is secondary site. It's optional. So we don't, in our environment we have one primary site that has like at least 16 or 17 branches covered already. Then there is another primary site somewhere else that is covering other global branches as per the connectivity. Wherever the connectivity is better for a couple of branches, they put centrally there, everything okay. You don't need to see all that. So you know what? Okay, let me just quit with that thing. Okay, a secondary site is used when network bandwidth usage needs to be controlled. So you don't, with primary site you cannot expand to all the branches across the globe. Wherever there is better connectivity between a set of branches, give another secondary site, give another site to that. So it all depends on how good branches are connected, how well the WAN connection is, and it's not too far for the data to travel. So requires SQL Server Express secondary site, but not the primary, or a SQL Server database to store configuration information. Secondary sites, for smaller deployments, smaller number of clients, you can also have that separately available for a branch. Does not support client assignments. We're going to talk about that. So clients are connecting to primary sites, but how clients connect and what do they do, this is coming also. But main thing is that secondary site is for smaller number of branches where primary site, which would be too far for the primary site. So you put a secondary site, hey, these branches in England, London, I'll have a secondary site there. But North American sites, especially branches in Canada only, I'll have a primary site. I will have another primary site for the United States, all branches. So we cover according to well-connected networks as well, well-connected branches as well. So consists of one or more systems hosting various site system roles. Again, these are some extra features from SCCM. I'm going to go one by one. There are 20 site system roles, 20. Okay, anyway. So those who have just gone unconscious, I can wait for you to come back. Just put some water on you. Anyway, okay, just kidding. Configuration manager site system roles. Default site system roles are installed when system center configuration manager setup is run. So we're going to install SCCM and site system roles will get installed. Optional site system roles are added post installation to support specific features. So there are some defaults and some optional site system roles, and there's a very good separation of those. Site server and site system, and component site server, site database server, which is SQL Server, and SMS provider. So we're going to go in details of these basic or default roles. They are all installed with the first primary site which we're going to install. These are installed with that, but we need to later configure optional. Actually, this is very important. If we want to deploy an application, we need distribution point. If we want to deploy, if we want the clients to get updated with SCCM policies from time to time, clients also say, hey, I'm alive. Who are clients? SCCM deploys a small software called SCCM client software to all the machines in the network after discovering them. So all those machines have that small SCCM software called SCCM client software, and through that software they connect to the management point holder server, role holder server, and they say, hey, do you have any new policy for us? Like, do you want us to behave different from today? Do you want us to start uninstallation of applications? Do you want us to update, give you reports much more faster than before? So management point is all about the clients connecting to the server and saying, not only saying that we are alive, but also, do you have any new policy for us? But we're going to go in detail with that as well. And then reporting services are in. So these two are actually very crucial for us, but they don't get installed automatically. Reporting services point, okay, for all the reports that you can create, also get installed on the. These all roles can be installed on the SCCM in one server, but in bigger organizations, of course, these are separate. And then software update point. Anyone knows what is that? I just wanted to, get you back to planet Earth. So software update point is WSUS, but it's SCCM version of saying software update point, which is WSUS is, all the Windows critical updates are installed there. And state migration point is helping to migrate working desktops. Suppose you're migrating from XP to or Windows 7 to Windows 10 now. So all the desktop settings for any user, you don't want to lose any data. So state migration point will help you with deployment of those, migrations. Will do all those migrations from one desktop to another. It will keep the data at some third-party server, or not third-party, third server, and then or a file server, and then from there it will get all that data for that user to the newer client, Windows 10, suppose. So state migration very crucial. These are some of the goals.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Like we got like for example in the production environment we got migration project. Whatever like the quantity it's migrated and it's successful, everything's okay. So what we're gonna do with the SCCM software and with the guys you hired?
You kick them. No, you don't kick them out. But the thing is, hey, this is not only migration is just portion of SCCM. You really need to make keep the environment up and running. There are hundreds of software that are installed that will have newer versions. There are many group policy changes that you want to do through SCCM. There are many images that you need to create because new machines are always coming there. New software with the machines are coming there. You need to capture an image, do the WDS thing, and do the WSUS thing. Every month the software updates are coming. So SCCM is a continuous thing. I mean, so migration is just one of the role it does.
The SCOM doesn't do that?
No.
Sorry?
The SCOM.
No, SCOM does the monitoring only. That hey, your machine is about to go down and you're gonna be kicked out. So please listen to me. I am SCOM. I'm going to just alert you once, twice, thrice, or no matter every minute maybe. But it's just monitoring. So SCCM is deployment and changing anything.
Right? What about software metering?
Software metering is how much software has been used by who. So that's software metering.
So it's another feature for SCCM.
Sorry?
We can do that with SCCM as well.
When you go for monitoring, so yeah, the special software is SCOM, but yeah, SCCM also does its own monitoring as well. But okay, so this is the system site system roles. I'm going to send you the slide as well. Let me just get back to the that embarrassing situation of I didn't get the internet. I'm brutally honest. What's wrong with me? Anyway, so okay, let me just go inside. What we know till now is what is cache, what is primary site, what is secondary site, what are site
system working now. Very good.
Hey.
No, not working.
Mohammad Hamdan. Okay. Any other suggestions, Mohammad Hamdan? Okay. I was gonna say he ruled the day, yeah, and okay. So this never even happens in Humber.
You really need to check your settings again, virtual network settings from there.
We can always have hey, one more thing here. Okay, anyway, we can always have SCCM on one server as well. Did you know that? Oh, what did I just remove? It's USB. Okay. That's the only one I have right now. F5. Oh, guys, I just deleted you, so F5. Oh, wow. Okay, so the first one was VMnet 17 in my case, and it disables. It's supposed to be enabled actually. And let me just check if I am getting. I will get internet here on first one. SCCM is also supported on the on one domain controller as well. And if the situation gets desperate, I can simply show installation on the first server as well. Okay. You were right. I should restart my laptop. Hey, who asked about the break?
No. Go to the again edit and virtual network settings and change edit.
Virtual network address?
Yes.
Yeah, what's wrong?
There's something wrong here. Host only and change this one to maybe bridge or netting or something else.
Additional privileges, but what?
Change settings.
We might have break as and you can figure out with 5 minutes. Restart your laptop. Believe me, it wanna be easier.
You're right, actually. Doing troubleshooting. So, guys, 5-minute break, and we start again. 5 minutes? We're gonna start up thinking, hey, what do we do? And the 5 minutes will be over. Anyway, so.
Okay.
So
10
now
minutes.
it's working. Okay. Check your internet now.
No, it got.
So change your network card from VM settings. You are on VM 17 or where? Both are on VM 17, I guess.
No.
Go to the VM settings.
Hey, yeah, I need to troubleshoot on the second one. The first one. Let me just add the Docker again. NAT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We went through so many labs in the Humber class. It never happened. And I have internet, and yeah, you're saying right. I mean, it's not sending this internet to my virtual machine. And I activated it today, like I had internet. So let me check one more setting on my laptop.
So you have two networks on your laptop or on your workstation? So Amir is disconnected.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you were saying Amir is disconnected, and I heard that. This means I was not disconnected. Wow, cool.
I will be careful next time.
Yeah, you really hurt my feelings now. Okay, so. God, man.
I still believe your virtual private network settings is resolving.
Sorry?
Your virtual private network settings, there is some issue with that.
Verifying that the network configuration problem is. Sometimes the diagnostics really work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not saying right. I should restart the whole laptop.
Or maybe just close the workstation and start it again.
Yeah.
Not the whole network, just workstation.
Hey, what's that sound? That's cool, right? Or I could just start going through IAS configuration one by one. But I still need internet on some other things as well. Guys,
shut down your VM workstation.
And I didn't want that wireless network, but okay, now I need to start again.
There is a button on your laptop right side. Disable wireless network.
Yeah, but last time wireless was up and the connection was coming inside. In fact, I should just close that other wired network. But I'm inside and wireless is less. I mean, like, yeah, then the quality of the video will be affected.
Yeah.
Oh, so recording.
Now start your workstation again. Or is it still working, I guess? Why is it still working?
Oh, I closed it, but then I opened it again. Oh.
There is something wrong with these settings.
Okay. Be good machines.
Other working machine, like which was working before with the internet, just to verify that.
No, they are activated, and I today activated them.
No, I mean other than SCCM lab, you must have some other servers who were working before fine or in some of your other classes.
Yeah, they were fine. They were working fine. Even these machines were working, and yeah, others are also working. The only change I made was that I changed from wireless to wired. Oh, come on. Okay, so let me go back to that. If it doesn't work, good. I'll check here first. Oh.
So you got
One machine negative.
so it's NAT. Click on NAT. NAT, yeah.
For me, bridged always works, but yeah, right now.
And now disable and enable the microphone. Yeah, it's signed, enabled.
No. So I'm just gonna close this.
Try internet. Just
Check.
for a second. Yeah. Check internet on that virtual machine.
Which one?
The same machine you.
The wireless connection.
Okay. And
Yeah,
disabling the
away
disconnect
from.
internet.
Yeah, and stop this local area connection.
VMNet 18 VMNet. So now check bridging, which was working before. I cannot hear you now.
Can you?
Yes, now we can. Now we can.
Oh, okay.
Fine now. So now shift it to the bridging again, like it's on net right now. And you said that bridging was working before.
Yeah, wireless was working before.
No, I mean network card is in netting mode, and you said before that bridging was working for you.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is. I need to fix that at home. This is.
You have new internet connection, and this is first class. So.
I got the internet connection even for this class. Wow, Rogers. So I got rid of CIK. So
Otherwise, we are not. Your CIK was.
hey, I think.
It's working.
Hey, we got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back. So I'm going to start the video. Resuming. Okay, for the rest of the video, we had some internet issues with the wired network. So with wireless, I got the internet back. And I'm back to my slide. So everyone's back from the break?
It was a 5-minute break, so you have to wait for 5 minutes.
Hey, it's been 10 minutes.
I am back, so.
We're back.
Okay, everyone's back, and I started the video anyway. And yeah, well, they're not gonna miss whoever is still coming from the break, because I'm just still starting to run the script. So I'm just gonna try the script again by run as administrator and going to that. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Lots of home activity going on. Okay, so I'm just gonna go quickly to that portion for CD, and then going to directory again to run that script, and CD software. Press tab to autocomplete that, dir, and then first script was it's CD in folder. Press tab to autocomplete. Press enter, dir again until we see now the script, dir to see the content. There's that PS1, so I install, that's the PS1, and
I think this was not working.
yeah. Okay, then I started the second one. Run with PowerShell, right click, prerequisites GUI, and all validation checks did not pass successfully. Remediate the errors and relaunch the tool. Yeah, administrative rights. I think I'm logged in with the local administrator instead of. So sign out, sign in. Oh, I did actually. Okay. And that script, run professional, does it detect read and errors? But if I am like that, then it's going to not accept this. Okay. Let me log off the domain controller. The script says that you're not logged in as administrator, or it does not detect that. So I'm just going to let the domain controller fully start. And yeah, with the domain controller, I actually turned off and on the network card a couple of times. So I need to be connected to the domain with the domain credentials. Yeah, it is connected. And second thing is,
assigned by DHCP, VM17.
yeah, you know what? Because I removed it, those settings, so definitely it's not gonna detect that. 192.168.0.2, 192.168.0.2, no, 1. Yeah, I'll just do that. Close. CMD IP config / flash DNS and register DNS, and then
It's not on VM17, I think. Just check it out.
it is, it should be.
VM17, card one.
Yeah, it is on VM17. Okay, so I'm just going to log in again because it was logging in from local credentials, right? So okay, so okay, I'll kill you now. One thing is done, the second thing is now.
We are still not getting that my domain.local on your network card.
Let me just restart this machine instead, and domain is
Go to your network card settings.
Network card settings?
Yeah, it's not get. No, the on the local dashboard. Yeah. Is it saying my domain.local? No, it is not connected with your.
That's why I need to 0.2.
No, that's fine, but your both servers are not on the same network, I guess. They are not talking to each other.
They're both on
Yeah,
Webnet 17.
Web 17,
Yeah,
okay, what about the.
let's check the other one as well. Yeah, WebNet 17. I don't need
We have
internet
to,
here.
yes, remove this one, now check it. Now go to the network settings, disable enable again, network card. Click on your Ethernet 0, yeah. Disable and enable.
Yeah, I should grab now. All right.
Double click.
Ethernet 0. Let me just check one more thing. Oh, I'm on my domain.local when I remove the network card.
But you need internet for.
And when I was saying I installed it more than 30 times, this is the first time seeing this. Okay, good. Okay, so if I go for, all right, sufficient rights detected. Finally, something's working. Do I have internet?
Yes, you have.
And okay, it's pretty not impressive speed. But I'm in the third room and internet connection, wireless is there. Let me just launch the script.
Disable IAE, what is that? Internet enhanced security.
Oh yeah. Installing role.NET Framework 3.0. So what I did was I selected this, download prerequisite files, and install this. It normally goes through everything. And let me just check another if I am pinging Google.
No, internet is not working. Only one thing is working.
Okay, so okay, plan B. In case it does not work, then we have a plan B, which means I need to go one by one, and I'm pretty fast at that too. But that's something. Both scripts did not work till now, but I'm gonna make them work and put on the video. Okay. So I'll just put that site there. So I'm just gonna do some multitasking, and where I'm just going to go with the enabling of options as well as because I need that one video where it's everything is configured perfectly, should be showing there. So in multitasking, I will be doing 2 or 3 configurations at one time. So with this, I think everyone has already done the prerequisites task. So I'm just going to select the web server, and it should have really made our life easy, but I need to work with this wireless connection with my internet connection. So if I go next, now web server is what I need to select. It's here, and it's going to pop up with all that information. Guys, there's a shortcut here, and then there's a professional cut here. If I go next, there are many things I need here. So in some cases, people just selected everything. So whatever you needed was also selected, but we never do it in a professional environment, right? But so I'm just going to go and still select what's in the forum, because we need to exactly try to look, work professionally. So I'm just going to select the .NET Framework 3.5. Then I'm going to select, it's already selected. I just want to make sure that these two are selected here. And the remote compression, not depression, remote differential compression. This needs to be selected because it's going to make us come back here. There's the bits here. That this is going to be, this is in the forum. I'm not going sequentially. I just know that these things need to be selected. So bits is also required. You can follow the video and you'll be faster as well doing that. What is ironic? It's very ironic when I say faster. So bits is selected, .NET Framework selected, 3.5 selected, and remote differential compression selected. 4 things I selected now.
One question: we are doing it from the scratch, or you think that we have done something and we are starting from here?
It's from the scratch.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so videos should be started from the scratch, so we would know each and every step. So I could just refer later, hey, how do we install this? Oh, look at the video, thank you. Okay, next. So I'm just installing the web server role till now, dashboard. It's starting from the scratch. Next, now there it is, all the roles required in IAS, all the things I wanted to avoid by running that dreaded script. Okay, was to avoid all this. Anyway, since this is already here and I see some of them already selected, which I was not expecting, but I'm going to go from top to bottom just to make it recorded in the video that at least these things should be selected. So I'm just going to those area. Remote differential compression is selected. Okay, so in security we need request filtering, basic authentication, IP and domain restrictions, URL authorization. So security, I'm going to go to the security now. See, you don't have to follow that, see that page. You just follow this video, basic. And then there is digest authentication, IP and domain restriction, URL authorization, IP and domain, URL authorization, and Windows authentication. These 5 I selected from the security. Then management tools, if I go there, okay, IAS management, IAS 6 is already there. If I expand more, there is IAS 6 management compatibility. I'm just gonna go to application development. Sorry. So first is application development here, and we go for .NET 3.5, and okay, it has a pop-up, add features. Then .NET 4.5. When you run that video, if it's fast, just repeat that, or if you have a slow motion option there where I'm saying slowly. Okay, anyway, ASP, everything ASP needs to be selected. Second ASP got this pop-up window, add features, and ASP.NET 4.5. SAPI and extensions, IP filters, these 2 are already selected. Now we will go to the management tools. I'm also putting down, going there on the forum for all those selections, except for management console and scripting tools. Everything IAS 6 is selected. So management console and scripting, everything else IAS is selected. So people here, they just select everything in this. So hey, at least yeah, and then they say okay, well, it's just a lab, so why I do with all these things? But yeah, it should not be our habit. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problem. Okay, there is one thing that's going to come now. A first error coming. That's going to be: do you need to? This is a warning. Do you need to specify an alternate source path? One or more installation selections are missing source files on the destination scripts. The script also does that, but I need to make both work somehow. But here, all it's asking is, do you have an alternate source path to what? The ISO of 2012 R2. It needs to get some of these files from the ISO 2012 R2. So where do I get that? Specify an alternate source path is here, although it's in the forum as well. But I'm just specifying here that sometimes, and then it's going to open this other window, and then it's going to ask for where is the CD-ROM with the ISO 2012. So in my case, I think it's in my case it is D drive, but I'm just going to check, and I'm also going to check if 2012 R2 is, yeah, I think this is, yeah, 2012 R2 is there, yeah, in my DVD-ROM. If it is there, and it is which drive? It's D drive for me. So I'm gonna go for guys, just a sec. I'm at home, right? Okay, are you able to listen to me?
Yes.
Okay, so E, in my case it's D / sources / SXS. So press OK. You know what I did? Just this path and the D drive, wherever is my D drive, right? Or the CD-ROM. And it must be mounted with ISO 2012 R2. Okay, press OK. Now it should not give me that error, because people run into error here. But if it does, it should give me that reason why it would not accept that. So what happened till now was that I selected all the options of IAS. Then some of these files were not already there in the current installation of our operating system. So we had to give the path for the extra files with the ISO in the DVD for the Windows 2012 R2. Windows 2012 R2. Okay. So it's installing now, and the next step would be this. There are some, even on the forum, the troubleshooting is not there. I mean, errors are not there. So if the errors come, then we have to resolve ourselves. But the major embarrassing troubleshooting was the network card, which I was not expecting that it would happen. It's what we did till now was also in the forum. The second thing, okay, if it goes well, and it should go well, we're not just gonna wait for that. I'm going to start the second configuration, which is to put the Active Directory, to put the SCCM server in the container which we're going to create in Active Directory through ADSI edit. So I'm going to the domain controller. Okay, this is successful here. Or not succeeded. Okay, so first 15 steps are done. Second step was on domain controller, not on SCCM server. So server 1. I'm on server 1 now. I'm going to open the tools and ADSI edit. Older SCCM and newer SCCM all require these steps. So this is one stop to SCCM installation. Well, connect to, I'm going to tools and then to ADSI edit, right? Then connect to
ADSI edit.
It's Active Directory Schema Editor. It's what? Active Directory Services Interface or the it edits schema, but it's services interface.
We can attribute Active Directory objects. We can edit Active Directory attributes from here.
It shows us the inside skeletal structure of Active Directory, which is actually the schema. It also shows us the schema as well, right? So services editor. Okay, if I open this like this, we don't have to go to any specific place. Whatever is selected, press OK. Although we can go to configuration and schema from here, right? But we're just going to go for the default naming context, which just takes us to our Active Directory. If once we are in Active Directory, we need to go inside the system container. So this is all being done on domain controller. Of course, we only have one domain controller, so that's where it will be. System container, and then we need to make sure that we create a new folder called system management folder. And in this folder, inside this folder, later we will add the SCCM server with full permissions. That's how SCCM installation requires it to work. So right click the system, go to new, go to object, and then go to container. This is the container. Next, and the spellings have to be exactly like that. System management. I mean, it comes down to like exactly the case. You know, the first letter should be bigger, and try with the other case as well. But if it gives error, then come back and do that too. So I'm just gonna create this. So these are next 17 steps. I think there's 17 or 18 steps that I'm doing now. Finish. Once the system container, system management container, this one is created under the system container inside ADSI edit. Then I close this and I go to tools again and go to Active Directory users and computers. And there, is it gonna show there system container? No. So how do we see it? Go to view and go to advanced features. Once you go to advanced features, then you see the system container, and then the system management is this one. Okay, let me expand that. This is system management under system container that we just created in ADSI edit. Now the user-friendly Active Directory and computer system management, right click and go to properties. All we need to do is add the SCCM server. In our case, it is server 1. In my server 2. In my case, also it's server 2. So I'll go to security and click add. I'm going faster because you have a video. You can just follow the video, right? But now you're trying to understand as well that okay, these are the steps. So what is the name of my SCCM server? So I'll just go for first of all, I'm gonna change the object types because I need to search for a computer now, right? So object types will be computers. Otherwise, it's not going to show up.
Sorry, you are in the system now?
Yeah.
System folder, and you choose the proprietary system.
So I'm in the system management folder, right-clicking the system management, not the system, right? So cancel out. I want to make sure to here, right-click there, this system management, and then go to properties. Do not right-click the system only. The system management. Okay, right click, security, add object types, computers, press OK. Now it will search for computers. So SCCM, I think my computer name, server 1, yeah, server 2, sorry. So I'll just go for server and click check name. It should give me all the computers with the server name. Okay, server 2 is there. I'll select server 2, which is going to be my SCCM server, and press OK. Once I press OK, it appears in this list, but I need to still select it and click full control. Okay, now we're done with this Active Directory part where we created a container, and then we added the server for SCCM, and we gave it full control in the container. This is how SCCM wants it to be. So it could automatically start populating its information inside this system container.
Okay, could you just please explain by this step what we have done, like I mean, we just authorize that server which has the SCCM.
Yeah, we just created the container, and inside that we give full rights to that server to create or manage anything, create child objects, delete child objects, have special permissions, read or write anything. So this server SCCM will be managing many of its administrative tasks itself in terms of creating any objects in Active Directory, instead of making any changes in the schema for SCCM. So this computer will have full rights because it will host the SCCM role, which will make changes in the Active Directory and schema. So it's all in the background. So we'll press OK now, and in system management now we have this SCCM. One more step to initiate the changes of SCCM in schema. So schema has to be told, hey, as this SCCM dude is coming now, so I'm going to introduce myself, Mr. Schema, and I'm going to tell you how I work. So when Exchange gets installed, it also tells schema how it's going to work alongside Active Directory. When you create a new user, it creates a mailbox later and distribution list, so Active Directory knows all that. Then okay, that's how you're going to work. So SCCM is also telling schema some of the things that some of the changes it's going to make, and introduce itself to schema that, hey, that's how I'm going to work inside the Active Directory domain. For that, we need to mount that. So I'm just going to go on the forum way down to, I want to tell you the step. I'm on step 31 now, okay, so now the step 31, the next major step is to execute a file called extadch, which means that extend the schema, right? But this file is inside the SCCM ISO. So I still have to first mount the SCCM ISO, and then I will be double clicking that file, and it's going to do everything, every changes in the schema that's going to do in the background. So where do I go for that? I can mount that ISO SCCM to domain controller, but I'm going to go to the second server 2, where the IIS steps are all done. So I'm going to go to the second server and right click on the server virtual machine and settings. What am I doing? I'm mounting the SCCM ISO to the DVD of the second server 2. Why I'm doing that? Because there's a file inside that ISO SCCM 2012 R2, which when we execute, it will make changes in the schema. It will introduce the SCCM role to the schema. That's how it's going to work alongside Active Directory. So I have selected the DVD. I'm clicking browse, and I'm looking for my ISO for schema. So if I go to C drive, edu, and software for lab. So if you have downloaded those files from the Dropbox, this is the ISO MU System Center 2012, but I have actually named it on Dropbox as System Center 2012, right? So this is the ISO I'm going to mount now, which is MU System Center 2012 R2. Double click that, it's mounted, and then we press OK. Now I just need to go inside that. Okay, there's that CD popping up, that there's a new ISO mounted to that. I'm just going to click that. I'm not going to run that splash thing because it's going to start installing schema. I'm going to go for the open file folder to view files, or you can go from the yellow folder as well, Windows Explorer. Now I need to go to system SMS setup. I need to go to the bin, then x64, and look for the file called exta. So ex, there it is. This is the file inside the SCCM 2012 DVD, inside the SMS setup, inside the bin folder, inside the x64 folder. And when you go to ext, This is the file. Once you double click, that's it. From our side, schema has been introduced, SCCM has been introduced to the schema, right? So double click, and that's it, done. That's not like that script that, you know, oh, at once it went away. No, it did it itself. But how do we know? We can see that if the SCCM has successfully made changes, required changes in schema, if we go to the C drive. So what I did here, double click and leave it, that's it. So if I go to C, go back to C, there is that log file here that just got created with the same file name, but it's a text file now. And if I double click that text file, I need to see the word successful. Okay, there it is. Successfully extended the Active Directory schema. That's our proof that after running that file and it just went away, the command prompt went away, but it actually did its work. Successfully extended the Active Directory schema. Okay, good. So till now, IAS was installed. The schema folder was the system container was created, and then SCCM server was added with full control. Now fourth major step was that we ran a file that made changes in the schema or introduced SCCM to the schema of our forest. Okay. Yeah.
We don't. I'm sorry. We don't need to execute this to run this file on the DC. You run it on the SCCM server, right?
It could be run from any one of those. Since I'm going to launch everything from SCCM, I wanted to make sure that it's running from SCCM. So at least I will also make sure that it's communicating with my Active Directory from this server. So communication is also okay. Otherwise, I could have run it from the domain controller as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and it's better. Yeah, better to run from SCCM server. To make sure that it's communicating. Okay, so now I'm gonna go down to that forum. The step is 32 is done, and yeah, everything is done. Now SQL Server. So SQL Server has its ups and downs a little. So SQL Server will be installed on server 2, where in later we're gonna install SCCM as well. So let's go for SQL Server, and I'm just going to mount that ISO instead of the ISO of SCCM. I'm going to go again to the right-click virtual machine, settings. Then on the DVD, we had the SCCM ISO. Now I'm going to change it to the SQL Server ISO. And this is SQL stuff. And SQL Server, there's the ISO for SQL Server 2012. On Dropbox, I've named it, this file I've named it as SQL Server 2012. So you will see this file with the ISO. Double click that, and now I have in my DVD the ISO mounted for SQL Server. Press OK. There's the DVD popping up here on the right side in the blue box, rectangular box. Click that, and yes, run setup. So I'm gonna directly go to run setup, or I'm just gonna go to the yellow folder and go to my DVD, which is showing a SQL Server. Double click that, and it's going to run this file called splash, or no, splash is just for SCCM. This is just gonna run this file. If you see this in the background, this is it. We need to go to the second one, which is installation. So it starts with the planning. We're going to go for the second one, which is the installation for icon, and we're going to select the new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to an existing installation. So we don't have the existing installation, so we'll still click this new SQL Server standalone installation. Okay, it starts. So this will be the fifth major step, and it is installing. It's with Service Pack 1 right now. I should have downloaded the SQL Server with Service Pack 2 actually, but Service Pack 2 separately I have it, so no problems there as well. Press OK. Operation completed. Past 8. Setup support rules. Identify problems that might occur when you install SQL Server. Failures must be corrected. But anyway, no failures, all passed. So I'm okay. Press OK. This is just a check of SQL Server prerequisites that initially it can start installation or not. So the key pops up here, and this is the version I have from somewhere.
Hold on.
What?
if you look, Amir, if you look at the slides, the screenshots, after that, before the key window came up, it is another.
Let me show you that. If I go to back, and okay, now I cannot go to back. So anyway, if you expand that hide details or show details, if you're seeing that step number 35 as well, just click the show details. That's all. Are you able to see those?
No, I mean after that. Wait a second.
Yeah. So after that, just go for the key, and if you see any warning, you should have. I should have clicked that. Let me just cancel that and start again the SQL Server, because it doesn't take that much time. So I'm going to start the new SQL Server's installation again, and it should go with those same checks. And this, show details. I'm going to this time do the show details. I did not do that. Sorry for that. Okay, show details, and there it says all pass. Is it pass for everyone? Oh, I should not be asking that. What did I do? Anyway, if you do see warning, you should not see fail. If you see fail, better go there and do that. If you see the warning for restart computer, do not go ahead, restart computer, come back again, and restart computer should not be showing a warning. Or any of these should not be showing a warning. Well, it's still going to let you go and install that, but later after installation, install what was showing as a warning, because those are crucial prerequisites, right? It's going to let you go, but install that. It's better to have all passed. Okay. Okay. So let's press OK, and it's going to go for it's SQL Server Service Pack 1. Okay. Ooh, the key. Okay. So next, and I accept terms, and that's it. Yeah. Don't send features to Microsoft.
Amir, I mean, if you look at these screenshots, the 38, step number 38, after you
36 and 37, and this is
30.
Hey, you know what's the difference? It's the SQL Server different word. I think this guy is installing SQL Server only. We are installing SQL Server with Service Pack 1. And this,
that's why I have two instances. Okay, go ahead. We'll see what's gonna be.
One more thing about these forum screenshots and our screen in our lab, we will see some different screens because the forum screenshots are for the older version. So there will be lots of different screens. So yes, that's why we are making this video according to our software which we have. So we can be all on one page, and I could tell you, hey, what you see there is actually this here. So that's a good point.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I installed the Express version. Is it okay?
For our lab, it is okay, but it's better not to install that.
Okay. In the when I clicked evaluation, there was Express and evaluation. So and enterprise, I think.
Yeah, you would go for evaluation enterprise.
But I chose Express. So Express, will it give any problem?
It should not, but later if we find, because there will be some labs where specific versions will be detected and those features will be enabled later.
Okay.
So
for now it's okay. Later
for now it's okay. For now I think it's okay. It should not stop at once. But yeah, later change it to, you can just reinstall over it and it will ask you for evaluation. Otherwise, please do make another set of lab, because install this 2 or 3 times, then we will be good at it. Because it's gonna get, misconfigured for some reason, and you need to install again. Okay, so we go next. I accept the license terms. So whatever we are doing here, is okay. Okay, there's an error here. Always install the latest updates to enhance your, yeah, we're gonna cover that latest updates thing by installing the source pack 2, which is another file uploaded on Dropbox. I'm gonna go to the Dropbox again and show you there, so you could know which file I'm saying when I do that. So right now, SQL Server could not search for updates. Yes, it is okay. If it is searching for you, it's okay. Go ahead, keep let it search. If it's giving the same error, let's just ignore that, because we're gonna install source pack 2, which is the requirement for the installation of SCCM. So it's not connected to internet, so it's not downloading, which is like we can ignore now and update later as well. It's good idea to, if it does update here, it's better, but we can cover that later as well. Next, SQL Server files are being installed on the system, in progress. And this is, I think, which step, perform a new installation. Yeah, okay. Step 38, step 39. Yeah, evaluation, go for the enterprise, accept 41. Okay, then 42. We're gonna reach 41 and 42 now. So waiting for that. Okay, rule. Operation completed, past date. So it did check the rules again, show details. I don't have any warning. Nope, I don't. This time it checked all the different things as well, and we are good to go. No warning and no failure. Okay. Even if you have warning and you have, you know, suppose firewall was on and you turn it off, you could, you don't have to just cancel out and come back again. You can rerun from here as well, right? Everyone knows that. Okay, so next, SQL Server feature, that is step 41, I think. Yeah. So we're going to, step 41 is this, and then 42, 43. So SQL Server feature, which is okay. We're not going for anything of, you know, that is for, okay, that's for SharePoint, the second one. So SQL Server feature installation, install SQL Server database engine services, analysis services, reporting services, integration services, and other features. Okay, next, we keep it like that, default, and next. Now we're coming to this option, and step 43 is, or 2 is, that, yeah, 42. So it is a collection of 2 screens actually. So database engine services, what we required minimum for SCCM will go, just go there, and client tools connectivity, go here, and then scroll down for a little more management tools. So I'm just gonna go to that screen, down, 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 and yeah, management tools basic and management tools complete. When you go for basic, it goes for complete automatically. Okay, and 43 does the rule check again and goes to the default instance. Okay, let's go for that. 43 rule check. Next. Show details, 1 passed, failed 0. There it is showing 2 of the rules in the screenshot, .NET 3.5, but this is the non-source pack 1 version. We can just say it's okay, safe, and go ahead. Prior Visual Studio 2010 instances requiring update passed. It just required, so source pack 1 has lesser requirement than the previous version, of course, which makes sense. Next. Default instance. So it's already showing on the default instance. On the screenshot 44, it actually shows an instance name as well, which was created, but we are okay. We're going to create that instance later. It's okay. We don't need any instance now for in SQL Server. Next. So I'm going to step 45, which is just a summary. But then 46 has some configuration changes. Okay. The summary shows the hard disk requirement, which is just okay. So next. Oh, I should have given it 100 GB, I think I have already given 100 GB because it's gonna fill out. Oh, 100 GB, good. Okay. So now this service accounts thing, the SQL Server requires service accounts. These accounts are normally created just like user accounts, but they serve the purpose of connecting, giving privileges to SQL Server to access some of the network features around it, like accessing Active Directory or any other service around them. According to the screenshot 46, startup type for all these services where I'm converting to automatic, and the middle one, SQL Server Database Engine, I'm gonna browse. So it has NT service, and then it has MS SQL Server local account as the service account, to run this database engine. We're gonna change it to, I'm gonna click browse, and according to the screenshot, we're gonna give it the network service account. So it could be, this database should be able to be accessed from over the network by any application. So database engine network service. So this database should be, so check name, I just type network and check name. There are two accounts with that. So network service is what we select. Press OK. Now this database engine will let outside connections also be made to the databases. Next. And we will be just adding our local administrator account for the Windows authentication. So this is just asking mixed SQL and Windows authentication or just Windows authentication. So yes, we don't have a separate SQL account to give those authentications. So we're just going to add current user. Click that. It's going to add our currently logged in user, which is administrator, which is good enough to serve the purpose of all the authentication stuff. Next. Okay, I think we're send Windows error reports. No, we're not gonna send to Microsoft. Next. Okay, show details passed for, no warning, no escape, no failure. Okay, show details again. FAT32 file system passed. Whoa. Existing clustered or clustered prepared instance, cross language installation, same architecture installation. Yep, everything is according to what SQL Server requires to have the successful installation. Next. Okay, summary, install, yay! Now sit back and enjoy the show, and it's gonna take forever. Until then, we're gonna just talk about more options. Guys, after this is the update step. So we need to have that file available already. I hope my machine runs a bit faster for the video, so I could just I'm just gonna keep on actually until the SCCM is completely installed. So you could stay with me if you want, but for the video I need to run the whole video, installation successfully. Okay, so this instruction is going on. Meantime, I will just show you what is the file I'm going to use. And if you don't have it, go ahead and install from the Dropbox. I'm going to go to the Dropbox and show you the name of the file. Oh, how many times did I open it? So the file name is this, Service Pack 2 SQL Server 2010. So download this. This is the next file we're going to run, which will install Service Pack 2, which is required for the SCCM 2012 R2 to be installed. Otherwise, it's not going to go ahead and stop at that. So if you can see this file, you have the Dropbox link. Just go ahead and download this file. Actually, after that, we're going to install then this file and then the Windows kits as well. So while SQL Server installation is going on, I'm going to copy these two files to the C drive, or at least I'll give the path there so they are installed. I'm gonna go to the virtual machine and at least use this time to, okay, SQL Server is at the half installation. I'm gonna make sure those files are accessible. C drive, WebEx, SCCM class. Wow. So there are like 20 million of folders. Okay, and one day, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't go for the shortcuts. So I'm just gonna go to the software or lab, and so from within the machine, I have access to the SQL Server folder. Inside the SQL folder is the update, which is actually the service pack 2. I'm just gonna rename that here as well. It's not update, it's service pack 2 for SQL Server, without which it's a read only from here. Anyway, update is actually the service pack 2, so I'm just gonna have this ready, and this is one folder that needs to be, one installation that needs to be done. Then the ADK, automated deployment kit, which is used in WDS as well as MDT, and now these are all deployment solutions, and the grandpa of all deployment solution is the SCCM. Okay, it's still going ahead. So while it is going on, I can go back to the slide. Oh, it's going faster, telling me no, stop, I'm about to finish. Oh, okay. So slide. When I say slide, it goes faster. Okay, slide. Oh, it's not going faster now. Anyway, so
Slide.
Yeah. Sorry?
I'm saying slide.
God, man. Oh, you said slide and see, it's nearly finished. Anyone else want to say slide now? Oh, you run out of choice. Okay. Slide. Okay. So this is a new magic word we just learned. Okay, succeeded. Yay, everything is okay. Okay, let's close that. And the next is the Service Pack 2 installation, without which SCCM will not work. That's not in the forum as well. This is our workaround for that error. So double click that. It's not a workaround, it's required. I mean, you have to update. So this Service Pack 2 does the required thing for us. So I'm just going to double click that now. Yeah, I can close this. Now this, so you know which file to run. This is not in the forum, so now you can follow this video. So run this, and I think Gregory, you did not use this file. You directly updated from the SQL updates from Microsoft website?
No, I used your file.
Oh, this file. Okay, cool. Hey, it's going to be till 8:30, right? But I think the installation will run till maybe 8:40. It's gonna be complete. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna have a break. Okay, show details. Okay, all done. This is done for Service Pack 2, right? So next, I accept the license terms. So actual SQL Server is installed. This is the Service Pack 2 being installed over the SQL Server. Next, whatever is selected, next, and checking files again. Okay, go ahead and check. And next, update. So at least now SCCM should not give an error. Oh, the light from the window is not. So let me know when you are not able to see me. I'll just turn on the light. Oh, what am I saying? Okay, so where's the WebEx? and I can see participants here, right? Just only the host can see the participant, right? On the presenter. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay.
Amir, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
At the end, could you make a summary from the Dropbox file of which files do we have to run and in which order, just as a summary, so we will remember everything?
Yeah, no problemo. Hey, you don't have to remember anything. You have the video, right?
No, but I'm just trying to get the big picture.
Yeah. No, I will make that. In fact, okay, if it's not finished. Hey, computers should be not so fast. Oh, okay. Hey, anyone wants to see slide now? Anyway, okay, that's a new joke. So, slide. Oh, it didn't work now. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put that order, and I'll just put that in the. I'll copy paste and send you the file there. So in the Dropbox, if I go there while it is going, so I'm just gonna put that on the second screen. I can see that as well as the. So yeah, the order.
Can you rename and put first, second, third?
Hey, there's the genius suggestion. You're right. So okay. So one is according to our tasks. We were. So I'll just put it back to the screen, and I'm gonna put number. Yeah, the same.
I have a script, PowerShell script. I'm gonna send it to you to rename those stuff very fast.
God, man. Today, if I hear the word script, I'm going to scream, no! Yeah, but definitely that renaming script. God. Okay, so.
Dropbox renaming script?
Yeah, that's even geniuser than before. Prereq. Install SCCM prereqs. So that's the first one. And shall I rename it as did not work? No, just number one. Okay.
We cannot see like what you are doing. We cannot see that.
No, actually, yeah, I put it on second screen, so, or I'll just drag it there because I'm renaming it. So number one here, and it should be up actually, and then source back to after SQL installation.
SCCM, third file.
Yeah, so the script is only for, to remove. Then second thing is SQL Server installation, which you already have the major file. In the video, I did it like that. So I tried the script first, then second thing is I installed the SQL Server, but I made the changes which are just, they don't require files. And third is the update, which I am doing now. So
you also ran some ext, which creates some logs to change something in schema.
Yeah.
You ran that file from the setup folder.
But that's in the SQL Server. No, that's in the SCCM. So that's also available here, but then SCCM is also to be installed in the end as well. So I cannot.
So 2 and 4 or 2 and 5.
Yeah, and why is it 2 for both? So spec 2 is 3. Step 3. Okay. So number 4th step after this is ADK actually, which is this. Number 4. And then the season finale is, the final is the SCCM itself. So that would be number 5. But this video will take you exactly how we need to go with this software. Number 1 step should be actually WinRAR installing, but anyway, you should have WinRAR. Number 6 would be during the SCCM installation, during the installation, you will need this. SCCM 2012 R2 prerequisites files, not this. Then what is this? Zip. Okay, let me just check. Does it open that? SCCM 2012 R2 prereq file. That's the RAR. I should rename it because it's a bit confusing for you guys. So this is not that prerequisite. This is the language files that we need to install. Yeah, software for lab, and then yeah, this is the one. Yeah, it's all the language files. So this is not the prerequisites as we know. I will have to rename that to SCCM lang, and that would be step actually 6, which is that it will be used during the SCCM installation. There will be one folder it will require. So number 6. Okay, MSI software up there is just for the next, after 2 or 3 labs, we're going to start deploying applications to our machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, done. Let me know any more changes required. That's a good idea. Okay, somebody said slide? No, okay. So the update is done. Click close. Then we need to do the ADK. This is also here. The good thing about this is not a 45 megabyte file. It's the full 3 GB, which it was supposed to download, but now it is there available. I had to search and download the whole thing and then separately make it available. Otherwise, it was connected to internet and taking it forever. So I'm going to launch the.
Sorry, one question. Where is the script located in the Dropbox folder?
The script for the first installations?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, sorry, for the prerequisites, right?
Yes, it doesn't work and you have to go step by step.
Yeah, so the script that didn't work is the number 1.
Okay.
Do you see the numbers? All?
Yep.
Everyone can see that, right? Okay. So yeah, this is the prereqs. The next last file is I changed name from prereq to lang. So this is the one, but it worked for me during other times. So this also, you know, just like today's internet thing, it also didn't work. But I'm gonna make it work and let you know.
Just a question: in case if this script works for us, then like which steps we are gonna eliminate from the normal installation?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So from 1 to 16. You need to not do that. All those steps.
You mean what?
So basically, we don't have to work with the schema changes because it's going to be done by the script.
No, it's only IaaS or web server. Schema step has to be. Script does not cover
installation of the services.
Installation of the IaaS and configuration and selection of the IaaS web roles.
Okay. If it doesn't work, we can do it manually as you did in the video.
Yeah, if this doesn't work, then yeah, you have to do 1 to 16 as well. So I'm going to the 16th step again because you must not skip the 15th until 15. Yeah, 1 to 15, not 16th step. We must do separately. Yeah. Okay. So 1 to 15, you don't need to do if the script works. But if you Google the SCCM installation script, you will find so many scripts there. You're gonna be like, whoa! But I'm just gonna make it work and give you the screenshots or small video because it must work. Anyway, let's go ahead with the next step, which is the ADK I was doing, and its assessment and deployment kit. This is a requirement for SCCM. So you just put the file there and next finish it. That's all. Oh, did I? Yeah, just
on which server?
It will all be on server 2 onwards. This is all on server 2 where we are gonna make it as a SCCM server. So except okay. So not everything, guys. Not everything. Like here, we have to go with what the guy showed on the forum. So yes, deployment tools are required, Windows PE is required, and user state migration is required. So later we
don't
can
need
add
other tools.
Sorry?
Which step we are
Why
following?
we don't need other tools?
We are going with the requirements of SCCM only, but we can select everything as well. We don't need SQL Express, the last one. Assessment service and performance. We can have performance toolkit. There may be no specific use, but you know, I can just choose two more. I can see two more useful. Volume activation. We don't have volumes right now. So Windows. So first four and you know sixth one. That may be
just in
useful.
case, can you please select the VAMT as well?
Sorry?
Just to check this option, like just to have an overview, can you check this option as well, VAMT?
Yeah, uncheck. Oh,
no, check.
Check to know
volume activation.
For performance recorder, performance analyzer, expert. But sorry, I didn't get the question. You just wanted to click this?
Check the volume activation management.
Okay. And it does tools to automate and manage activation of Windows. So it's we are working with Windows that are okay. You can select all. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just select all. Yeah, but don't select Express. Even if you're selecting all, don't select. And assessment will select SQL. Okay. Leave the rest too. But even if you install these all, doesn't matter. It's just that it's gonna be some extra software, and we need our machines a little. Okay. I've just selected all 6. We don't. We may need what we really need is deployment tools, Windows PE, and USMT. Okay. Let's install and acquiring Windows PE. Okay, this is going faster because it's a local installation. It's not connecting to internet. And okay, so next step after that would be according to. So yeah, I was putting that prerequisite list as well. Configure prereqs with a script. Yeah, right. And then on DC, we did the system management. We need to, I think server needs 2 steps need to be done on DC, then we don't touch DC at all, right? So those, and then.
I have one question regarding DC.
Yeah.
You said that you still haven't configured the DHCP on the DC. And
yeah.
We don't need DHCP now?
We will be needing later, yeah. But yeah, I should have installed it right now in next 2-3 labs. Yeah, in next lab we would need it. Right now is the main installation, but next lab the clients need to be discovered. So yes, I would need for Thursday. I would need DHCP. I would install that. Yeah, but I forgot that. EXTADCH was run from SCCM ISO to make changes in the schema. And then we first installed SQL. Oh, they are not in order. And then we did that installation here, and prereqs in AD was above mentioned already. Install SQL, install SP2 SQL, and then install ADK. We're installing now 8.1.
I think you should also mention ADSI edit in.
Yeah, that
we did here.
Within ADSI. Yeah, I'm just okay. It's added, and these are major steps. And install SQL, and then the update then ADK, and then finally the SCCM. And prerequisites, completion, SQL updates. That's the main steps. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, it's done. Cool. Now I'm going to quickly launch SCCM installation. I will still keep that forum thing in front of me. Why? Because I don't want to miss any step, because it's lots of moving components, and I wanted to tell you which step I'm on right now. Okay, ADK is done, 56 is done, 50. All right, so from step 60 now. So I'm just going to quickly mount the DVD of SCCM, mount the ISO of SCCM, right click, and settings. This is on server 2, everything is going on server 2. We mounted the image of oh, it's, I think yeah, SCCM is already, no, we mounted the SQL server image. So now I'm just going to go back to the SCCM. There it is. Press OK. Thank God, recording is working. Okay, cool. So now SCCM is there. Let's just launch that. And okay, so double click that DVD, and one day the window will pop up. Oh, there it is. Run splash.hta or splash here also, right? So, and when this option comes, don't be confused, just go for HTML. Oh, I think Roland, you sent me this, right? Did you select this one? Maybe, but we need this one. Okay. Hey, I gotcha. So Roland, you're not there, right? Oh, he's there. Okay. So it's okay. Don't unmute and say I'm there. Okay. Install. So I'm just gonna go for install SCCM. And it's going to just go for all the prerequisites. Hey, you must have this, you must have that. I'm sure we have covered everything. Okay, so we're gonna just select the install and configuration, install a configuration manager primary site. Use typical installation options for standalone primary site. No, just go for the first option, but do not check the typical box. We're gonna strictly go with that forum. Step 63 is product and until we reach step 66, I'm gonna go ahead and explaining. So we're installing the primary site without typical options. We need more options available for us. And next, evaluation version, yes, it's okay. We don't have the key. Oh, I don't have the key. You guys have the key from DreamSpark. I should have that too. Okay, anyway, next. I accept these license terms. Next, I accept these and these and these. So we're installing license terms for Express. We're not installing Express, but license term. And installing license for native client, especially Silverlight, which is like, that Java by Java. This is Silverlight from Microsoft. Okay, next. There it is, step number 66. Now it also connects to the internet, download required files, or we can browse and give the path for that, what I was saying, the language files. But this is not language files. Setup requires prerequisite files. Setup can automatically download the files to a location. This is the SCCM prerequisite for the SCCM itself, not the IAS for SCCM. So I'm just gonna go for that folder which I was just showing you a few minutes ago. soft for lab. This is the folder prerequisites because it has all the language files. Okay, I should rename here as well the lang instead of prerequisite because it's kind of confusing. Okay. Oh, not K. So anyway, so I'm just going to copy this dude here, this folder to the C drive because maybe the path it might not take or give me an error after a couple of minutes. Okay, it's copied. So everyone knows now this is the lang file which I put on Dropbox, right? That's I think step number 5. Oh, the file number 5. Okay, so it's in software and by the name of prereq files. I'm just going to go back to the installation where it's asking for that. Browse this PC and C drive, software, and the prereq file. So both are so similar names. Okay, if it expands to language pack, that's what we need. But I'm just going for the top folder name, not the language pack folder name. I hope it works. Okay, it didn't. And
you selected download required file. You have to select the second option, use previously downloaded file.
Oh man, you're very right. Okay, let's see. C software folder. Okay, yeah. You're very right. So the second one, thank you for this. So the second one we select here, and I hope it goes well. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask Gregory, hey, did it work for you? Okay, it already worked. Thank you, Gregory, for advance. Whatever you were gonna answer.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay. So server language selection, English, unless you want any other language. So not downloaded, installed. Okay, next we still select this language, but if I go check down, nothing selected, English. Next is I need to check down again. Yep, Inglesio. Okay, next. Okay, there, site code. This is how clients will know which site I am on or which primary server I'm going to be connected to. In our requirement, we have Toronto site, we have Singapore site, we have London site, and yeah, that's it. 3 major sites, and they connect to scores of countries wherever the branches are, because wherever they are nearest to our primary site, the clients are connecting there. The site name, it would be, yeah, we can just put a Toronto site. I'm just putting Toronto site. You just put according to, you know, whichever site you are on.
Is it possible to change after you install SCCM? Then can you change it?
Well, that's going to be difficult. I need to go to the forums and change, but this is the best time to do that. After that, don't go for that. It's gonna mess up configuration in the background. But it should be changeable. I think when it comes to that, it should be changeable. I don't think it's impossible. But I didn't do that, so I would just look up and Google it. Okay, so install configuration manager console. If we can select this one as well, and it should install the dashboard. But if it doesn't, then we're gonna have to do our own solution. In the forum, it's unchecked that, so let's uncheck that. Even I did one installation with it checked, it still did not show me the SCCM dashboard, so I had to reinstall again. So anyway, let's uncheck according to the forum we go. I just wanted to okay, talk about that. Okay, next, join the primary site. We don't have a primary site. This will be our primary site, so install the primary site as a standalone. Standalone means that there is no CAS or central administration site to connect 2 or 3 primary sites together, so it's a standalone primary site. Next, you have selected to install site as standalone. You can expand this site into hierarchy at a later time by installing central administration site. Okay, we'll do that later. Do you want to continue? Yes. Okay, we can leave it like that, and it's going to create an instance or a database for the SCCM inside the SQL server. So we leave it at that, and the database name is cm-_tor. This is also in the steps in the forum as well. Next, this is where the SCCM will be installed, the path to the SQL server data file and log files. Okay. Next, this is the name of our server. SMS doesn't work, cannot be installed on the server side. SMS providers are used by the configuration manager console to communicate with the site database. Okay, they just need a name to communicate between SQL server and the SCCM server. Okay, next. And we're not using the certificates, so we're gonna click this middle option. We're not using certificates to communicate with the client, so definitely we don't have a PKI structure right now. We're gonna go for the easier communication. As long as our network is secure from inside, we are okay. So I'm just gonna select that according to the, and this is also in the forum as well. Next. Okay, there's a management point and there's a distribution point. Management point is where the clients connect to the, so this server will be acting as both management point and distribution point. So management point is that clients will connect and ask, hey, is there any policy for us? Did you want us to do something else other than hey, saying, hey, I'm alive, or help you install software? Or we're going to go into the setting of the client later. Then you're going to see that how much a client can do, a SCCM client. But basically, management point is where all the clients connect and ask for any change in any policy, right? Install a distribution point. This is where you distribute the applications or software. So you could make file server, a currently working file server, as your distribution point as well. Or you can have a dedicated separate server that will be a distribution point for you. So just install SCCM and only distribution point role there. But in our case, this will be the management point as well as the distribution point. Otherwise, they in huge environments, they are file servers that we convert to distribution point or use as a distribution point as well, because all the application ISOs or exe files are already there, right? So why don't just put it as a distribution point from where we'll deploy all the software. Anyway,
one question: is it recommended to change FQDN for distribution point and like keep it separate from the management point? Like right now, like both names are same. We may do it distribution dot.
So what is it doing? Management point, all the clients must connect to the management point to check for new policies, new change in rules, new anything that SCCM wants the clients to do. So this will attract a lot of traffic. And then distribution point, from there you are deploying all the software whenever the deployment is required. Maybe monthly, once a month, every weekend you're deploying WSUS software, or you're deploying anything else and all other applications. So not much traffic is attracted by distribution point other than when the installation is going on. So yes, they should be separate in large environments. In our case, we have file servers as distribution points as well, dedicated as distribution points as well. And for very large branch, we have one dedicated distribution point, which is not a file server, because file server already has its own traffic. All the user folders are there. So yes, it depends on how your environment is. If it's big, make it separate. If it's small, one server would do everything. But distribution point does not attract that much traffic all the time. Management point does attract a lot of traffic all the time. So yeah.
Here, one question came to my mind.
Yeah.
Like when you are saying customers need some whatever what they need.
Yeah.
Like they have to contact to us to the SCCM by themselves, or this is internally between machines, or what you mean when you are saying customers?
Clients need to for the management point. This is the question, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so the machines after a specific time, it could be half hour, it could be 1 hour. We have to see the default time that they are contacting the SCCM, but they are just checking for policy. That SCCM policies, we can change the clients to do lots of things, and we're gonna discuss about that when we go to the client settings. That there's a huge list that we can make them do. So they just check that list. Hey, did you enable anything? Did you change the timings for some of the things? When we go through the list, we will know that there's a huge list that they keep on checking. Am I supposed to do something else? So that's why they communicate with the management point. But we're going to go through that list, then we will know that, oh, that's why they.
Okay, Amir, can you connect LAN cable, because like there is some kind of jittering on Wi-Fi. Signals are dropping down on your laptop.
Oh, okay. And do I need an internet connection inside?
No.
Yeah, SCCM installation I don't need. So if I go next, yeah, if I need internet connection, then I will be stuck, and we are near the end actually.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Next, but next time. Oh, okay. Setting summary. That's it. Main thing. Nothing else other than join the improvement program. Next. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is just the prerequisite check where it is saying that WSUS is not there, and memory usage for SQL Server. Let me quickly tell you that and make that change as well. So it requires, SCCM requires that at least, minimum and maximum memory usage should be assigned to the SQL Server. So I'm gonna quickly, before begin installation, which is the last step, I'm gonna do those changes. WSUS can be installed, and we can run check again, so we can have this. We can have this window still open. Yeah, I don't need internet connection for this. Is it bearable or? Okay, so WSUS on the site server. So first, I'm gonna just remove these two warnings. SQL Server. How do I make memory changes? I'm gonna go to that. Actually, in the forum, it's also there. But I'm gonna go to the SQL Server Management Studio. Management Studio. Here it is. SQL Server Management Studio. And start that, and okay, just connect whatever screen pops up. Right click the SQL Server itself. Go to the properties. Go to the memory. Minimum and maximum, we can go for 8 GB as well. It's gonna give that error as well, but let's go for 4,000. That's just the SCCM requirement that, hey, please at least let SQL Server know that it should have minimum of this memory. But we can put it 8 GB or 12 GB as well. It's just that SCCM requires at least minimum be defined, which SQL Server by default does not define that. Okay, I'll just close this. It's in the video. And WSUS on site server. We're gonna later install that WSUS with proper configuration. So let's not install that now. It's just a warning. Run check. So the only thing that should be required should be the WSUS, which we will install actually in the next lab. Memory allocation is still saying that. If I click that, what does it say? Configuration reserves 8 GB instead of 4. Minimum, it says, hey, go for 8 GB of memory. But anyway, it's just a warning, and it's okay. It's not gonna kill us. Let's go for begin installation. Yay! Oh, okay. It's not yay. It's just a forever installation now. It's gonna take like 40 minutes. And what I suggest is that I'll record that. I'll pause the recording from here, and when it's done, or if it has any error, it will also show that, and I will troubleshoot that later in the video, for the video. Otherwise, this installation is very long now. But all the configuration to install do a successful SCCM installation is done. And if you followed this video, I'm sure you're going to install that easily, because I've done it so many times. Okay, so Guys, this is it. Any questions for today? We haven't discussed a lot in depth on the SCCM, but I wanted the solution to be correct because I wanted to show many of the theories, and without showing, I mean, it's not fun just talking about it, right? So I wanted SCCM working in front of us to show a lot of future theories that are coming. So this, if all the steps you have done according to this video, you will have a successful SCCM, and it should be ready for Thursday class. Any questions? Because this installation is very long. It's going to take a long time. Even if you use a slide every minute, it's not going to work. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Why we need SQL Server? What is the function SQL Server?
Oh, so SQL Server is collecting and saving and letting us retrieve all the data. So SCCM saves all the information. Suppose we have 86,000 clients in our machine, in our environment, and SCCM after installation, when we configure the option of discovery, it's going to start. So we can set the option of, hey, discover everything in the forest, discover everything IP based. So it's going to discover huge amount of machines, huge. And so SQL Server always saves that data. SCCM has no other place to save it. So yes, SQL Server is required.
Another purpose could be the reporting side.
And reporting side as well. But SCCM has to save everything and retrieve. Retrieve means, yeah, report about it. So save, retrieve, keep all the data. It needs a database to do that. Yep.
If you need to make some report about configurations.
Yeah.
Right?
So the reports are extracted from SQL Server.
You're gonna do that in SCCM, or you have to do report in SQL Server?
No. See, SCCM is a dashboard from where you do everything in the background. Wherever it gets the report from is its problem. Like we just click the button, get the report, and it gets the report from SQL Server actually in the background.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So guys, what was the experience for this? Put on the board.
Hello, Sir Amir. I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir Amir.
Yeah.
Just clarification.
Yeah. Please ask.
So we are finished up to 86. Are we going to continue up to 109, or we just start on 86? Step 86.
Yeah. So
we're going to continue up to 109 in our part.
No, we're gonna just install the. Let me just check that option there. 86. Yeah, we're gonna be.
Yeah.
18. Yeah, 89 is just the installation of dashboard. Until the installation of dashboard, yeah. So I'm gonna complete the video until I'm gonna keep on saving until the dashboard is installed, and then I'm gonna stop the video. But our class is like right now. If you have questions, you can ask. Otherwise, it's finished.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So guys, everyone, please let me know on the forum, on the Google group, how was the experience? Were you able to hear everything? What was the experience? What improvements you want on this online class? Because it's kind of a new thing for everyone. So please, I need a feedback from everyone. What improvements you want to see? And how was the experience, and how was the lab theory, how was the display, how was the technical part of this, that you were able to see everything, you were able to hear everything. I need feedback from everyone, please. So can you kindly please send your feedback on the group?
In every class?
Yeah, every class is also good, but especially for this one. God, man, every class? Yeah, I always need feedback, but especially for this one, that what improvements I should have, we can make for this video, or what did you like best, or was everything okay? Then just say, yeah, everything was okay, fine. Otherwise, you can tell us your feedback, right? We really need that.
Yes, thank you.
That we're gonna Go
when
ahead.
are we getting the video?
You know that the thing. You know that we're gonna assess you after this class, like survey from Hamburg.
Oh, that's like
Yes.
yeah, we can do a survey like that too.
Just from Hamburg, they're gonna give us the papers.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Amir, for this class today.
Welcome.
By
Thank you, man.
I know you want to finish as soon as possible. You are like, I see by your eyes. It was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you for.
except your like 90 minutes wasting on your troubleshooting network card.